Hello you guys, welcome. Oh, that was probably so loud on you guys. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel for this what I spend in a week video. So overjoyed and ecstatic and happy and excited to be with you guys today. I love taking you guys along with me. I know you guys watch my budgeting videos. It really makes a difference to see how that budget actually plays out in my daily life. I remember when we first moved into our neighborhood, I was so consumed with how rich everyone in our neighborhood must be, because I was like, they have boats, they have super nice cars, they have massive houses. If you guys didn't know, we have the smallest house in our neighborhood floor plan wise. Not a small house, but smaller compared to everyone else's house. I was just consumed with other people's lifestyles and feeling bad about myself. And then on the flip side, I was like, no, they actually must all be in debt right now. Like, I'm the one in the right. Everyone is driving around with tons of crippling debt. I just wanted to make sense of people's lifestyle. And now I'm at the point where I literally don't care how much money other people make, and like, your lifestyle, like, good for you. So I just feel like it's really helpful to see how someone's money actually plays out in their daily life, especially being like in our 20s, being homeowners, all that kind of stuff. So if you're new here, hi, my name's Alice. I love to chat about money and show you a little bit about my life. So that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to subscribe. I should probably not start this video on such a negative note, but I was like, okay, we're not going to justify our expenses in this what I spend in a week video. I'm simply spending the money that I work super hard to earn, having financial peace, creating a better future for myself tomorrow, while also enjoying my life now. I think it comes from the fact that we have a culture of guilt when it comes to spending money. I'm at the point, I'm overcoming the scarcity mindset more, where I'm not so, I don't know, stressed. I think on one hand, it's like, why justify it so much if you can afford it? And on the flip side, if you buy something or you live a certain lifestyle that you can't afford, justifying it again is not a good method because you can't afford it. Everyone makes money mistakes and overspends a little bit sometimes, or maybe underspends. Instead of justifying, you have to come out yourself with wide open eyes and lots of acceptance, lots of forgiveness, but also like excitement to do better the next time. Like, just forgive yourself, move on. But yeah, we're gonna have a very fun week this week. Go to a rodeo, soccer game, probably watch a lot of Love Island. I'm watching my first Love Island season yet. And you guys, it is so weird. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. Number one, why is the hideaway like 5 feet away from everyone else? I thought it was gonna be on a different island. Redemption or Exile Island, that's what I was assuming. I was like, oh, they're going to like the hideaway, like they're gonna go on a boat and go to Exile Island or something. But no, it's literally like 5 feet away. So anyways, I'm really enjoying it. I think this season is super weird, and people are like staying with each other and they hate each other for it. And like, they just resent each other, but they also don't want to leave. So anyways, those are my thoughts on Love Island right now. But yeah, let's have a great week together. We ended up going to the grocery store and grabbing a quick dinner because we already have our lunches prepared for the next day. We always like to have leftovers for lunches just because it really like makes life easier and everything. We don't have to like pack a sandwich, make a lunch and stuff like that. I grabbed a sushi roll from Macy's, and then my husband grabbed chicken finger fry mashed potato meal. We are going to be watching the soccer games. I'm not gonna say I'm not into the FIFA World Cup. Yeah, I just always forget about them, honestly. So watching soccer is fun. I did play my fair share of rec soccer in middle school and high school, which is very fun, but make no mistake, I am not good. I couldn't do the whole dribbling thing. I also had a hard time like receiving a pass if I was like up front, like someone kicking the ball to me. For some reason, my brain just didn't work like that. This is like my favorite outfit to wear to the office, a white tank top with a pink maxi skirt. I obviously wear it with like a cardigan on top because I feel like tank tops aren't super common in the workplace. I don't know. The other day, I low-key saw someone wearing a tube top, and I like did a double take. I could not believe what I was seeing. I feel like the dress code at my office is kind of nebulous, where it's like business casual, but in the sense that it's either like business or casual. There are people who are wearing full on like pantsuit, blazer, button up shirt, and then there's the other side where people are wearing like jeans and a t-shirt. So I don't really know what it is. I just try to dress cute basically. Also, I am currently reading Narnia right now. I feel like I had one of these books when I was a kid where it like has all the stories in it. It's got like colorized drawings in it. It's honestly so cute. My husband got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago. It's like one of my favorite books. I just think it's so spiritual. It just makes me think about life, but also in a way that's like very easy to consume and everything. And so I'm absolutely loving it. I just finished last night the second book, which is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So now I'm on to, I think, The Horse and His Boy. Is that what it's called? The Boy and His Horse? Yeah, The Horse and His Boy. So, and I used to be hyper against rereading books. I was like, what's the point if you already know how it's gonna end? I've really enjoyed rereading books that kind of make me think or are nostalgic instead of thinking of it like a movie, because I'm not a huge fan of rewatching movies unless it's like Twisters or the Pitch Perfect movies or Harry Potter. Try to think about reading books in the sense of rewatching TV shows. I'm always rewatching Parks and Rec and The Office and The Paper. I'm not doing it to see how it goes. I'm literally watching it or reading it just for the sake of watching and reading it. This is like just such a good book to read. I think I listened to it the first go round. Really good to listen to it because I got like the overall plot and it was fast. Like I was listening to it on like 2x speed or something. But now that I'm reading it, I'm able to reread passages that really stand out to me and everything. So I think it is so incredibly good. I am a religious person, but I think within the last year I decided that I wanted to not only be religious but spiritual, if that makes sense. And it's not even really like that big of a deal. I feel like I was checking off a lot of the boxes, like going to church, reading the scriptures, saying my prayers or whatever. But I felt like there's some people where when you look at them or you talk to them, it's like, wow, like you really are spiritual and you see spiritual things in like all things and stuff. And so I've really tried to kind of implement that into my life. And that genuinely looks like listening to the radio, because I feel like I feel the spirit through the radio because it is more randomized and stuff. And I can have things brought to me instead of me like choosing a song. And then also, yeah, reading things like Narnia, where it really does have so much like spiritual undertones, just like being open to things, if that makes sense. So I went to a work conference and the guy there talked a lot about technology and business, but I thought it was really spiritual. Just learning about like humanity and people in general. I really just feel so close to like light and happiness and joy when I learn about people and stuff. So I'm just kind of trying to implement those things into my life. I should probably start getting ready and going to work soon. I haven't been in office in the last couple of days for work. I have been feeling so weak. I actually scheduled an appointment to get a blood test because, and I don't want to like convince myself that I have something that I don't, but I genuinely feel like I have maybe some sort of deficiency, maybe like an iron or something. But I feel like iron's one of those things where you don't want to just like take an iron supplement if you don't need it. We'll see what happens there, but yeah. Wow, it is so hot in here. My face is turning red because I don't want to have the AC on while I'm filming. So I just got off of work today and I picked up a Walmart pickup order to make sure that I have like gifts for my husband for Father's Day. I don't think it's like weird or unusual the fact that we celebrate Father's Day even though we don't have any human children, we just have cats. I do think it is a little bit weird or concerning that I wanted myself to be celebrated on Mother's Day when I was a teenager. I just kind of saw it as Woman's Day. Like I was like, I'm a woman, I want flowers, I want chocolate. I got him some shaving cream. I never know like what brand. I feel like he doesn't really even care about shaving cream, but I feel like it's fun, so I kind of just get him a different brand every time. Hopefully, maybe I've gotten him this one before, but yeah. And then let's see what else did I get. Liquid IV, he is someone, we both are like this, but water can get really boring to us. So I love Liquid IV, so this is gonna be a treat for me as well. Tropical punch flavor. Also got him the strawberry flavor, so that should be good. Okay, I got him a ton of sour candy that I'm pretty sure he's never had. So I got him these sour squashies. That's such a weird name, but yeah, he loves sour gummy candy, which I'd never even really like dabbled in the sour gummy world until I met him. I'm definitely 100% chocolate person. Like I will eat stuff like this, but I just prefer chocolate to my core. Well, he's had these before. Twin Snakes are like his favorite candy. I'd never even heard of them until I met him. And then I got him these sour Skittle gummies. Oh yes, I'm interested to see how these are. I got him Sour Patch Chews root beer. I wanted to initially get him Dr. Pepper because that's his favorite soda. And for literally years, I have been looking for Dr. Pepper in a bottle because I feel like soda, if you drink soda, it's better from a bottle. I was gonna put everything in a wicker basket. I don't think they gave me one. I need to check my order to see if they just said that they were out of it because that's like super sad. I thought the presentation was gonna be so cute, like all those things, wicker basket and tissue paper. I don't know, figure something else out.
Fucking Clark County, Nevada. Trip to Strawberry Days. Ride it. Ride it. Yeah. Whoa! Come on, man. I love it. I love it. Pair of 85s. The major rodeo in Sisters, Oregon. Tucker, there's a lot of Decatur, Texas. They got it. Let's do it, Lindsay. Let's do it.
So my never-ending issue in life, I feel like, is that I do not like cilantro, unfortunately. Everyone always is like, oh, does it taste like soap to you? And I have had a big old bite of soap one time. I accidentally ate a piece of soap when I was a kid. So I do know what soap tastes like. And I wouldn't say it's like soap. It's more just like a chemical, some sort of chemical, non-edible thing in my food. Savory kolaches, they both have cilantro in them. So I'm gonna try them, see which one has less cilantro, and then maybe eat that. This one feels empty, like I can move this stuff. It's like empty. Let's see about this one. That cheddar cheese is so good. Holy cow, that looks so good. The cilantro is so strong, but the meat is so good. That meat is so good in that one. I really, really wish I liked cilantro. Yeah, I feel like not liking cilantro is really inconvenient because it's in a lot of stuff, because I feel like a lot of people do like it. Okay, let's see what we got. These are for, what are these stakes for? This is for drip line, I'm guessing too. This thing, that's the actual drip line. This is for my hanging flower basket. They were so mad this morning because they were not allowed outside. We put fertilizer on and then did the sprinklers and then had to let it dry. So she's finally happy to be outside. Okay, a little garden update. Tomato plant has gone absolutely psycho, as you guys can see. So many little tomatoes growing. Isn't that so fun? Unfortunately, I don't like tomatoes. I like them in soup and stuff. Peas are doing pretty good. Did have 2 cucumber plants. This is only 1 cucumber plant. The cats peed on it, and so it died. And then we had a party, and a little kid ripped it out, which is really funny. Actually making one of the part of the plants go towards the old like cage. Then this is our zucchini plant. It has obviously gone psycho as well. That's the one thing I learned about gardening, is that some things do really, 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 really well, and then some things do absolutely horribly. And it's kind of a crapshoot. Lots of zucchini growing. I'm so excited. Look at that. That's a big boy. Hi, Chestnut. It's so hot outside, you guys. I feel so bad. She has such thick black fur. Oh my gosh. I wondered where she had gone. She's underneath the smoker. Yeah, it is literally so hot outside, and it's basically noon right now. It's gonna be such a hot day, such a hot summer. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah. So we went to the rodeo last night, and it was so incredibly fun, you guys. If you're from Utah, we went to the Strawberry Days rodeo. It was so fun. So I had never even really heard about this rodeo before until like last year. And then one of our family friends started working for a company that sponsors the rodeo in some capacity. I don't know, there's like a ton of sponsors. And so we actually got free tickets, which is super fun. And so that's why we've been the last couple years. I love rodeos so much. I think I've been to like 7 or 8 rodeos now. I'm just such a huge fan. My favorite rodeo in Utah currently is the Ute Stampede, which is in Nephi, Utah. It's just huge. Like the Strawberry Days rodeo, I think is one of the smaller ones. I can't be quite sure because I haven't been to too many. I think a couple years ago when we went to the Ute Stampede, or no, me and Connor were dating. We went to the Nephi rodeo and we parked by the train tracks because like a lot of cars were parking there. And one of the guys parked his brand new Chevy Silverado with the back over the train tracks. It is kind of hard to know like what train tracks are in use and what aren't here. I feel like there's a lot of train tracks and they're not all getting used. They said over the announcement like 4 times, if you have a Chevy Silverado, you need to move it. It's over the track and there's a train coming. The guy ended up never moving it. The train absolutely smashed into it. It also like spun and hit the cars that it was next to, and some of those cars also like ran into the cars next to them. So it was honestly so crazy, and we were parked 2 or 3 cars away from that truck. Really, really stressful for my then boyfriend at the time, but now husband. Me and all the girls were just like having a good time hanging out at the rodeo together while our husbands were like, sprinting to the cars to see if their car got hit. The rodeo last night was not as eventful as that, and we did end up spending money there. It's called the Strawberry Days Rodeo, so they're known for the strawberry strawberries and cream, which is super good. Got a hot dog and some candy. And then this morning, my husband went to Home Depot, bought some stuff, and then we also got breakfast this morning. We have been eating out quite a bit, I feel like, recently, but we have been eating out cheaper food. When we went to get dinner this week, we got it from the grocery store. So like my dinner was only like $6. And then kolaches, I feel like aren't that expensive either. It's been really fun. I have just been laying in bed watching Love Island and YouTube videos and working. I just haven't been feeling super good this week, and yesterday I pushed it by going to the rodeo, and so I slept 9 hours last night, but I could have slept a lot more. I just needed so much sleep. I just can't get ahead of like how tired I feel. It genuinely could just be my period. The week right before my period starts, I have the worst sleep ever, and then once my period hits, my sleep is amazing. That could just be it as well. We just went to the Bees baseball game, which is so fun. I had never been before. It's definitely like a Utah thing. You go to at least one Bees game in your life. They're not a professional team, like a G League sort of team. We went through my husband's work and they had food there for free, so we didn't have to buy that, which is super nice. Just hung out with my siblings and my husband. It was so hot there. It was sweating for my life. Then when the sun went down, like right now, it feels absolutely amazing outside, even maybe a little bit warm, which should be good because tomorrow I'm planning on going swimming with my siblings too. Kind of told myself this month, maybe no buying clothes. I've been needing a dress recently. As someone who goes to church every single week, I wear a dress every single week. I don't have that many dresses. So I bought a dress that was $100. Had my eye on it for a long time. Finally, the right color, the right size came in style. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, it just feels so good outside right now. So I think for the rest of the night, I'll probably just chill, get ready for bed, and then we're gonna watch the Paraguay against Turkey group game for the World Cup. I didn't realize when we bought our house that one of my favorite parts of having a house is the backyard. I just think it raises the quality of our life that we're able to just like have a safe outdoor space that we can go to. Should we do a color? This is the one I do every night. Oh, wow. Yeah, this one is supposed to be like, I don't know, good for reading or something. Also, I love this alarm clock so much because it reminds me of, here, let me turn it off so you guys can see it better. Did you guys watch Dragon Tales or Dragon Veil? Can't remember which one is the app where you like breed rare dragons and which one is the TV show. But there's the one where they like all put their hand on the scale and go, I wish with all my might to, and then something else. I can't remember what it is. I love this because it always reminds me of when they put their hand on like the magical scale. Okay, so exciting news. I just filled out the information to get my first paycheck from YouTube, which is so exciting. I literally cried inside of happiness every time one of you guys would comment and say something like, I know that you do YouTube, but like, what's your other job? Or why don't you include your social media income on your budget spreadsheet? And I always loved those comments so much because it was super nice of you guys to think that like I could be someone who makes money off of social media, which is super cool. So bright. That's gonna bother me. Guess we are just going to hold it. Yes, so it is so nice of you guys when you assumed that I could make money off of this. That was super nice. I just always felt like that was like the best compliment. But yeah, this is my first paycheck. So I think I've been doing YouTube for about 2.5 years now. And I'm super grateful for the fact that I wasn't paid until 2.5 years in, because I feel like it really gave me time to kind of learn the craft of creating content and creating a community. I absolutely love our community. There's just so much more joy in my life because when I check the comments, there's so much happiness. You guys are working so hard on your finances. You're like sharing how you're doing and stuff. Helped me when it comes to like making sure I'm not putting too much money in my Roth IRA for like tax reasons, just giving me little tips and tricks on life. I've really appreciated that because I'm someone who's not on TikTok, and so sometimes I need to know the things that you guys are learning on TikTok. Anyways, what I wanted to say was big shout out and thank you to you guys. You guys are what has made this channel so amazing. I absolutely love it. I have such a passion for overcoming the scarcity mindset. I feel like I wasn't really aware of it, or I felt like it was a good thing in my life to be super stressed out about money all the time. And then I realized when I got married early on, I was like, oh, my scarcity mindset really really impacts my relationship with myself, with money, with my husband. Really excited about kind of helping people overcome the scarcity mindset and creating meaning with money. And I just didn't want money to kind of impede how much I could enjoy my time with others. I hope that all these videos are helping you guys. Also, I'm seeing this, this book in the background. I'm reading this book. It's called Summer's Never Over, kind of like a slow burn thriller mystery. I read this last night, and then before I went to bed, I checked behind the shower curtain and in the closet and under the bed. Even though my husband was home, he was like, you should have just gotten me. I could have checked everything. And then I was like, no one's there. So I went to bed, and then my husband got in bed 5 minutes later. So I must like just been like in kind of a dream state, and he must have woken me up a little bit because I go, Connor, and he goes, yeah. And then I scream, and then he couldn't fall asleep last night because he couldn't stop laughing about the fact that I screamed. So yeah, I don't really recommend it. I'm easily scared. If you're not easily scared, maybe that's the book for you, but I'm super shook right now. Also, having my Kindle here reminds me that I actually think I might want to get Kindle Unlimited again, but I'm going to see if there's Prime Day deals for that because I would love to get Kindle Unlimited again. Recently, I've been looking at my phone. It's been kind of hurting my eyes. Whenever I look at my phone, I like start out like this, and then suddenly I'm like this. I'm like so close, and then my eyes hurt. So it's probably a me problem. I'm starting to rage at my phone because of that, and so I'm not on it as much. But the thing about taking something out of my life, like taking social media out, because like I'm super grateful that I don't have Instagram or TikTok, but that means I do scroll my camera rolls, or I always check my email. If you take something out of your life, you usually have to replace it with something else. I need something to check every morning, so I check my email. I'm willing to pay $10.99 a month in order to look at my phone less. My phone has a purpose in my life, and so taking it away is going to make it so that I'm bored, that I feel awkward more often when I'm out in public and I'm alone. I know that I need to replace it with something that is just as convenient and easy, accessible, and on the go. Like it needs to have a lot of characteristics of a phone in order to replace my phone. And this fits in my back pocket. Kindle Unlimited is amazing because you always have books that you can read. Well, if you just get ebooks from Libby, it can take 3 months to, I feel like 10 years to get a book. It's not a consistent replacement for my phone. So I think I am going to do that, but after I finish my current physical books. Good morning, you guys. I am ready to take on this work week. I had such a fun weekend, really refreshing, like go summer weekend, if that makes sense. A lot of things that filled my cup, so really happy about that. I feel actually really excited for this work week because we have a lot of things that we have to do at work that are not super difficult, just like a high volume of things, and that's always my favorite working environment where there's a lot to do, but it's not like breaking my brains. Very excited for that, but I try to have things to always look forward to because mentally that helps me. I am someone who really stresses at the beginning of the week, feeling like I have to do every single thing the very first day, but I try to remind myself like that's why you have 40 hours in a work week, is to get everything done that you need to, and like that's why you have 5 weeknights to be able to get the things done that you need to, like in your personal life. I am super pumped. We're gonna have smoked ribs tonight for dinner, which will be delicious. This weekend I'm gonna have a barbecue with friends, like go swimming and stuff. I just feel like I'm in a constant state of excitement because in July I'm spending a lot of time with family, going to Oregon, or people from Oregon coming back to Utah. And also I slept well last night. I got a 75 body battery, which has been pretty good for me as of late because my hormonal cycle and my periods have been really intense recently. And I remember the days when a 75 body battery on my Garmin was bad because I'd be getting like 80s, 90s, 100s, but now I'm like so grateful when I get a 75. The last couple weeks I've had a couple days where my energy level, my body battery starts at like a 30, and those days are just so incredibly hard. Just very grateful for every day that I feel good. It's so crazy how much your hormones impact like who you are and how you feel. my Tupperware container in the sink. My one toxic trait is that I always keep my Tupperware containers from work in my work bag and then I never take them out and then they like mold in there and it's not good. But exciting news. I think this is the proper way to store them. We got not one, not two, but 3 zucchinis from our garden just within the last couple days. Everyone always says like, yeah, you plant zucchini and you're like just gonna have so much, like you can't even eat it all, which is already true. We go through about 2 zucchinis a week. This one looks like a jalapeno pepper. But I think I'm gonna make fried zucchini. Super nostalgic for me. My grandma would always make it growing up with like the first zucchini. When the family went over for Sunday dinner, she would always make fried zucchini and it was so incredibly good. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get cracking on making dinner. He already made the ribs. They're just keeping warm in the oven. And then I'm gonna make some sweet potato sides with the fried zucchini. You guys, I fulfilled a lifelong dream today, which is getting ice cream from the ice cream truck. As far as my knowledge goes, I have never gotten something from the ice cream truck before. I don't really remember them going around when I was a kid. I mean, I lived in Oregon, so maybe like wasn't hot enough or something. I have no idea. It has come into our neighborhood before and I tried to flag it down the first time and it was super embarrassing. They just like drove away and I was like, okay. But this time my husband was outside doing yard work and he came into the house while I was making dinner and he's like, we gotta go. Like the ice cream truck stopped for someone down the block. Like, let's go. I totally panicked. I didn't know what to do. So I got a fudgesicle. Come on, Alice. In shock and awe. Like, what do you do when you meet your hero? I just panicked. Tonight has just been so nice. We watched the Norway-Senegal game, which was really fun. And I kind of updated the budget spreadsheet, did my payday routine because I'm going to be filming that video tomorrow. I did like part of my payday routine of entering in all the expenses. And now I just need to like go through, kind of change the budget up a little bit to match what's actually realistic and applicable to our lives. As filling out my budget spreadsheet, I just feel like we've had the most fun month ever. Rodeo, swimming, hanging out with so many friends and family, always striving to create meaning with money while also setting myself up for success. I want to be present. I want to be spending money to create meaning, but I also want to be happy with what I already have. And then there's the like, I also want to save for the future without being too crazy. And I really do feel like that starts with knowing your number. How much money do you really need for all your sinking funds and your emergency fund? How much money do you really need in your investments? So I just feel like I'm at a really good place with money. I just don't think about it as much as I used to, not in the sense that I'm spending without like having the money, but I'm just like not thinking about spending as much and also not thinking so much when I do spend. So anyways, thank you guys so much for spending the week with me. It's been super fun. I love when you guys get to come along with me and you can see how I can use money to create meaning while also saving for a better future. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day and I will see you later. Bye.